What is up, you guys, and thank you so much for joining me. Today we've got a very quick and easy install that RealTruck sent over to us. It is the BakFlip G2 folding bed cover, and I cannot wait to take a look at it. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up, see what we're working with. Let's take a quick look at how everything was packaged. Very big on packaging. And this is looking great. Everything is actually where it's supposed to be. We've got our rails, we got the hardware kit, we've got our instructions, and we've got the cover itself. Now, it may not be a pet peeve of yours, but it's a huge pet peeve of mine. I don't care what dollar amount you spend, but especially when you spend a high dollar amount and then your parts are just scattered everywhere. I'm very happy to see that it's in one location. Everything's where it should be. Let's go ahead and pull the truck in, and then we can get this broken out and we get to installing. Everything looks pretty straightforward and simple. We've got the rail right here for the left side. It's marked with an L. And then over here we've got the right side marked with an R, which is nice. And then we've got the hardware right here. I just need to go ahead, take a look at what everything is, and then we can start the install. Got the bed cover right there. The first thing we need to start off with to be able to mount the rail to hold this cover on is take one of these 3 rubber pieces. There's 6 in total, 3 per side. And we're gonna need to put it in between the bed rail cap and the bed rail itself. Right up in there. I'll show you guys here in a minute. That way we can take these clamps, it'll kind of fill the gap in between the cap and the rail and get more pressure between the clamp and the actual rail that's going to be holding the cover on. So ideally, when mounting the rail, you're going to want one towards the end, towards the tailgate. You're going to want one right in the middle, and then you're going to want one right before the bed over here. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a space right here because we've got this pop-in bed liner for now. We'll fix it in the future, but I can't get back behind there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a clamp as close to the cab as I can, probably right in this area. Then we're going to put one right here just before this hump, because most of the weight when we flip the cover is going to be right up against the cab. So I want both of the clamps right here so it can support more of the weight. And then we're going to get one as close to the tailgate as possible. Now for the rubber spacer I was telling you guys about, I picked this spot because there's a little break so you guys can see a little bit better, but all this needs to do is go in between the bed rail cap and the rail right there. Now we've got it in place. It's got double-sided tape so you can pull that off and put it on. That way it's locked in. But now this fills the gap in between the rail and the cap itself. So this is a little bit of a weird angle, but I just wanted to show you guys before we're trying to mount it on the bed. This will be a lot easier. But this is how the clamp goes into the bottom of the rail itself, is you're gonna wanna slide and pop it in. So it's gonna, when it's on there, it's gonna try and grab that tooth right there and just sit right on top of that bottom tooth. If you guys can see that right there. What you're gonna do is make sure it goes all the way in and locks in, and then you're good to go. Now we just need to take the rail, put it up here on the actual bed rail itself. Make sure it's nice and flush. I'm gonna pop this and get it out of the way for now. Trying to keep my hand out of the way so you guys can get a good look at it. And then we're gonna take the clamp, pop it into place. And then you're gonna want the back piece to mount on the top tooth right there. I'll get a better look at it in just a second. If this camera would focus, that would help. There we go. Now I started off with the middle so that it's a lot easier than trying to fight it on each end. If you have 2 people, it doesn't really matter, but when you're by yourself, it's probably a good idea to just go ahead and start from the middle like I am. Now I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of power. Hold it in place, and then just tighten it by hand from here. Okay, now that that's locked in, we can hit the other 2 mounts. Just so you can get another look, right here is what it should look like. You want it to be on the second notch right there, and she is nice and secure and into place, and that's just with one of them. Okay, we got the back clamp right there, the middle clamp like I showed you guys, and then we've got the front clamp by the cab right there. This thing is nice and sturdy, she's not going anywhere. Now we just need to pop this off right here and get the hose on. Just take the hose, it'll go over this barbed end right here that they've got on the drip reel. Pop it on, she's good to go. So for now, this is how I have the drain tube running back behind the liner. That way it actually runs into the bed and then drops out. But that's nice and clean. I'm very happy with it. If yours comes with this gasket for the bulkhead, go ahead and put it on now. We're gonna put it right up here. You want it closest to the bed, not up against towards the cab. So we want it to make a seal right here. Take the tape off. Go ahead and cut the extra off. Now this is good to go. So before we can actually get it up onto the bed, we need to get the secure clamps on, which these just go ahead and slide right on. These will actually help hold it to the rails when it's flipped all the way up, which I'll show you guys here in a little bit. We've got them right there. And then I'm actually just gonna go ahead and mount the buckle ends right now. Comes with a female end and then the male end, which will actually just be a Phillips screw. We'll just pop those in right here. Like that, and then put the second one right here. So now I just took the backing off this gasket, but what we're gonna do is go ahead, put it on the bottom of the buckle end. That way it makes a nice tight seal when you mount it. Put it right there. Take your screws, drop them in, and just mount it. Now do it by hand. You do not want to use power. Nice and secure. Now do the same thing for the other side. Now that we got the buckle ends mounted and we've got the clamps mounted, we can go ahead and get her on the truck. Real quick before we get it mounted on the truck, I know that's what you guys are all waiting for, but I have a huge request from you guys, and I don't ever ask for anything, so if you guys could do this for me, it would be huge. Could you guys click the shop link attached to the video if you guys are interested in this bed cover? It'll take you straight to it, or you can check out one of the many options that they have for truck covers or fender flares or wheels, tires, you name it, on the website. It'll take you straight to RealTruck. If you guys could do that, that would be awesome, and it'll show RealTruck that it was a good idea to work with me, and hopefully they'll continue to work with me in the future, and hopefully get you guys discounts as well. Also, drop a comment below on what you guys would like to see out of a stress test for this bed cover. We're gonna be doing a water test, and I'll be doing a review here at the end of the video once we're done with the install. But let me know below what else you guys would like to see, and I'll do a short for you. But let's go ahead and get it mounted. Now the part we've all been waiting for. Let's get her on. Oh wow. Bam, it locks right in. That's awesome. Now we just need to get under here, get these clamps locked into place. Nice and secure. All right, let's flip her. So as you guys can see, this side didn't want to latch all that well, so what we're going to do is pop this out right here. Pop that cover off. There's gonna be 2 Phillips screws, one right here, one here on the back side. I'm gonna loosen those up and slide it as far back as I can. Lock it into place. So last night the camera just kind of died, and turns out I'm a little bit of a rookie because apparently I didn't bring extra batteries with me, but I was able to get it, after adjusting it, it does sit flush now. As you guys can see, it drops right into place, so we're happy with that. Okay, with that being said, the last little bit we need to do is put these little rubber gaskets on the inside of the bed. I'll show you guys here in just a second, because when we get it flipped all the way up, it's gonna rest up against the back window, and these kind of work as a padding so it doesn't like rattle against the back window or possibly blow it out. So when you're putting these on, I do suggest cleaning, and also so does RealTruck in the instructions, cleaning the underside with isopropyl alcohol. We'll just hit it with this, clean it off with the rag, and that way these will bond and actually stay on, just in case there's any kind of dirt or any debris from factory. But what we'll do is we'll flip it up once we get to that point. I'll show you guys how to do the install, or how to place these on, but I'll show you guys how this functions in the meantime. So all you need to do is come up here, grab the cable, pull back, and it just releases. Flips up onto itself. And then we've got another cable right here in the middle. Pull those, flip it up. And then this is the part that we're gonna wanna put these pads on, because when you flip it up here, whoop, there's one more. It's gonna rest up against the cab right here. So before I press it up against it, we'll go ahead and install these. Wet the towel, and then we'll just rub it on. Thankfully, it's extremely hot out, so this will just air dry real quick, like that. And super simple, you just remove the backing. Hardest part's gonna be actually removing the backing. Peel it off, put it right in place. There we go. Now it's not going anywhere. I'll get the rest of these on, and then I'll show you guys how it rests up against the cab. Okay, we've got all 3 gaskets on. We're gonna go ahead and flip it back up. See how it rests nice and snug? And then what we're gonna do is show you guys how we keep them up with these posts right here. They just pop right out, right there. Then we're gonna go ahead and lock them into place over here. I got that angle so you guys could actually see, but we'll get a better shot right here. You just flip them up, slide this into place right here, and lock it in. Then I'll do the same over here on this side. Now when you're driving down the road, it'll stay in place. It'll keep it locked in. Now if you only need to flip it up to this point right here, you don't need it all the way up against the cab, we've got these buckles right here. They just clip right into place. Hold it tight. Same with this side over here. Lock it into place, and now it's not going anywhere. It's not gonna flip up on you, and it's locked in right here, so now it's not gonna go anywhere at all. And this is rated for highway speeds and everything, so you're good to go. And if it turns out like you're loading your dirt bike, like which I'm gonna be doing, so it works out great for this feature, and I wanna be able to see out of the rear window, what we're gonna do is pop this out right here, clip these under, And it doesn't have to be a dirt bike. I just said that because that's what I'm gonna be utilizing back here more if you're moving couches or whatever. It's gonna be super simple. You're gonna pop up under here, twist this right here. It unlocks like that. Now you can leave them in there. I just pulled it out. And then over here on this side, same thing. After you've loosened both of those up, it just pops out, just like that. Nice and light, easy to move, but it is extremely hot right now because it's sitting in the sun. But as you guys can see, you've got your whole bed available right here. And these rails are actually not in the way at all. I'm extremely impressed with that. Just got it back on. I do want to show you guys real quick. So a lot of them, you have to put the tailgate up before you can drop it. See how it just locks into place perfectly? This one we can drop it down and put the tailgate up while it's already down and it stays locked into place. Now that we've gone over the install and the functions of the bed cover, let's see how watertight she is. I do want to go over a few things real quick though. If you guys notice right here on the gasket, because of the bed rail caps, it does lift up a little bit. So if it's not a complete seal, not that bad. If it is, most very impressive. And then over here, as you guys can see, because we've got the pop-in bed liner, it doesn't completely seat all the way down. It lifts there a little bit, but we should still be good. It's just a little bit. So this is a little heavier than rain, depending on where you're from. Make sure and soak it nice and good. Hit it from the sides. And then we'll make sure to get up here by the tailgate. That should be good. Now that all the water that has pooled up on the top's kind of drained off, let's see how well it did. Actually, surprisingly very well. We'll pop it up here in just a second, but I'm actually very impressed. If we want to pop the tailgate back up real quick, I want to show you guys. Because right here is a pretty decent gap. But the nice seal right here, the double seal right here actually helps prevent a lot of water getting in there. Okay, we went ahead and dried off the top a little bit so that it wouldn't just dump a bunch of water in as we're flipping it. So I'm gonna flip it up real quick and see how it did. As you guys can see, it's leaking a little bit, or it's dripping a little bit. Flip it all the way up. And I'm actually very impressed with this. We do have a little bit of drippage here, but I don't know if that's from when we dropped the tailgate or not. So I'm not really gonna hold that against it. And then up here, we do have a little bit of wet right here where you guys see it came down. And then over here in this corner, kind of the same scenario. Just a little puddle. But like I said, this part over here isn't completely flush due to the drop-in bed liner. So I'm actually extremely impressed with how that came out. Now that we've seen what it does with the garden hose, which I'm extremely impressed because that was a lot of water. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it just laked up on top. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it to the car wash and see how it does with the pressure washer. Actually, that's surprisingly dry, especially blasting it from the side. That's actually really impressive. And it didn't even leak up front. Did you see that? Yeah. You guys can see it's dry up front. I thought for sure that'd be leaking. We do have a little bit of leakage on the side, but that may not be lined up perfectly. Overall, I'm extremely impressed with how easy the install was and how great this bed cover actually is. Very impressed with it, and I know you guys will be as well. So please click that shop link, check them out. Like I said, there's many different covers for many different vehicles, and I know you guys will like them. So I hope you guys really did learn something from this, and thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.